Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, plus people's reactions to those deaths, as seen at Legacy.com in the third week of May, 2022. Actress and singer Maggie Peterson Mancuso died May 15, 2022, in Colorado at the age of 81. She was beloved for her role as Charlene Darling of the musical Darling Family on The Andy Griffith Show. Peterson is also being remembered for appearances in TV shows such as Green Acres and The Odd Couple, as well as the Andy Griffith TV reunion movie Return to Mayberry. Character actor Fred Ward died Sunday, May 8, 2022, at the age of 79. He played astronaut Gus Grissom in The Right Stuff and handyman Earl Bassett in the first two films of the Tremors series. Ward is also being remembered for his passionate performance as author Henry Miller in Henry and June, and as a 1980s action hero in the ill-fated Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins. John L. Canley died May 11, 2022, in Bend, Oregon, after fighting cancer at the age of 84. He was the first living black U.S. Marine to receive the Medal of Honor for his valor in the Vietnam War. His unit commander was wounded during the Battle of Hue in 1968, and Gunnery Sergeant Canley took command of the company, risking enemy fire to carry wounded Marines to safety several times. In 2018, his Navy Cross was upgraded to the Medal of Honor for conspicuous gallantry. Canley is being remembered for his 28-year career in the Marines and for running a textile import business after retiring from the military. Singer Rosmarie von Trapp died May 13, 2022, in Morrisville, Vermont, at the age of 93. She was the daughter of Georg and Maria von Trapp of the Trapp Family Singers. Her mother's memoir inspired the hit stage and movie musical, The Sound of Music. Von Trapp had a cameo in the film, and she is also being remembered for her missionary work in New Guinea and as a beloved resident of Stowe, Vermont. Rapper Lil Keed died May 13, 2022, in Los Angeles at the age of 24. He was a protege of Atlanta-based rapper Young Thug and was signed to his label. Lil Keed is being remembered for his high-pitched rapping in songs like Nameless and his 2020 album Trapped on Cleveland 3. NFL football player Gino Cappelletti died Thursday, May 12, 2022, at the age of 89. He was a wide receiver and place kicker for the Boston Patriots in the 1960s. Cappelletti is being remembered for his 1964 AFL MVP season and as the Patriots' longtime radio color commentator. Guitarist Ricky Gardiner died May 13, 2022, at his home. He had been suffering from Parkinson's PSP, according to his family. He was 73. He was best known for his guitar work on the acclaimed albums Low by David Bowie and Lust for Life by Iggy Pop. Gardiner is also being remembered as the co-founder of the progressive rock band Beggar's Opera and for co-writing Iggy Pop's classic song, The Passenger. Activist, lawyer, and author Urvashi Vaid died May 14, 2022, at her home in New York City. She died of cancer at the age of 63. She was a longtime LGBTQ activist and served in various positions at the National LGBTQ Task Force. Vaid is also being remembered for founding LPAC, the first lesbian super PAC. Actress Marnie Schulenburg died May 18, 2022, at a hospital in Bloomfield, New Jersey. She died of breast cancer at the age of 37. She was best known for starring as the troubled Alison Stewart on the soap opera As the World Turns from 2007 to 2010. Schulenburg is also being remembered for appearances on Blue Bloods, Elementary, and The Good Fight. Singer-songwriter Bob Neuwirth died May 18, 2022 in Santa Monica, California. He died of heart failure at the age of 82. He was a folk singer and songwriter who co-wrote the classic Janis Joplin song, Mercedes-Benz. Neuwirth is also being remembered as a restless artist and an influential associate of Bob Dylan. You may not know that any family can place an obituary on Legacy in honor of a loved one's memory. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community to get started. On May 14, 2022, 10 people were killed in a shooting at the Tops supermarket in Buffalo, New York. Their names are Celestine Cheney, Roberta Drury, Andre McNeil, Catherine Macy, Margus D. Morrison, Hayward Patterson, Aaron W. Salter, Geraldine Talley, Ruth Whitfield, Pearl Young. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in New York and North Carolina have been lowered in honor of the victims of the shooting at the Tops supermarket in Buffalo. Flags in Georgia have been lowered to honor the memory of Rockdale County Sheriff's Deputy Walter D. Jenkins, Jr., who was killed in the line of duty. Flags in New Hampshire have been lowered in recognition of the New Hampshire Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Ceremony. Flags in Maryland have been lowered to honor the memory of former state senator and former Montgomery County executive Sidney Kramer. Flags in Oregon have been lowered to honor the memory of Chief of Staff to Senator Mark Hatfield, Jerry Frank. Flags in Pennsylvania have been lowered to honor the memory of former Pennsylvania State Senator Jim Furlow. This week also marks several notable anniversaries. 5 years ago this week, Soundgarden and Audioslave singer and guitarist Chris Cornell died by suicide at the age of 52. 10 years ago this week, Bee Gees singer Robin Gibb died of kidney and liver failure at the age of 62. Also 10 years ago this week, disco singer Donna Summer died of lung cancer at the age of 63. 30 years ago this week, band leader and TV host Lawrence Welk died of pneumonia at the age of 89. Rapper the Notorious B.I.G. was born 50 years ago this week. He died in 1997 in a shooting at the age of 24. Singer, actor, and TV host Perry Como was born 110 years ago this week. He died in 2001 of illness at the age of 88. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths and reactions.